Hi guys, welcome to Dragon's Cave. My name's Karen. If you saw my Temu unboxing last week, you will have seen this mould, and Temu called it a dumb sheep. I've got to be honest, his face does look a bit stupid, but until I've made him, I'm not going to know how stupid he looks. But I thought I would actually fill him with pompoms. I've used pompoms in resin before, but in a much smaller mould, so I'm hoping that this is going to work. I'm going to go off, mix up my resin, and I will be right back for the next part. See you in a bit. Okay, we're back. I've got roughly 100 grams of resin pro eye crystal mixed up here. It's a little bit bubbly because it's pretty cold. I've had it warming up for a while, but it's not really doing much. So let's get some of these out of the jar, because I'm going to pop these into the resin before I put them in the mould. They do not want to come out. I want to go, I don't really want to put the green and blue in there if I can avoid it. I just want to go with the pinks and the purple. And of course they would be at the bottom of the jar. I'm just going to pop these into my pot of resin. And I think we'll put some little white ones in as well. Excuse me, cough cough. Sorry about the voice, I've got a terrible cold. If this isn't enough resin, which I suspect it won't be, I've got some more mixed up at the side. I'm attempting to make at least 3 videos today. I'm going away for a couple of days next week, and I want to have them all done and uploaded before I go, if entirely possible. We'll start with that and see how we get on. Just trying to get them soaked as much as possible, try and get as much of the air out of them as I can. They are really soaking the resin up. I think best thing to do, so I'm not trapping too much air in there, is pop a little bit of the spare resin I had at the side in there. Now that was a silly thing to do, wasn't it? Just get this into the, because he's got like face obviously, and make sure there's not too much bubbles trapped in his ears. A little alcohol spray, here we go. Pop a bit in there as well. I think I need a new bottle that's not really squirting properly. Okay, so let's start just plopping them in. I think I'm going to need all that resin that I've got sitting on the side, but that's okay. I've had a delivery. It'll be fine. Some of these white ones in. Put them down in his face. Here we go. Let's just chuck it here all in. And then add some more resin because, yeah, the balls have actually soaked, the pompoms have actually soaked up almost all the resin, as you can probably see. I may even need to mix up a bit more. Pour that over it. There's a lot of bubbles rising, so that I'm going to need to look after this for quite a while before I can walk away from it. And I am going to have to mix up probably another 50 or 60 grams. And soak off a few more balls as well. Okay. Pop that there. Pour in the rest of this. Try not to block the camera. And I just realised I had intended to put some sparkle in there and I totally forgot. That's okay. Not the end of the world. Let's see. Put a little pink one in there. And see how much room I've got and how much more I'm going to need. Yeah, I'm going to need at least another 50 grams. So there's 150 grams already gone in there. I'll pop another 50 on top. And I will come back to you when we are ready for the demold. I'm just going to sit here and poke about, get as much of the air out as I can before I put the next part in. Wipe my hands, obviously. Pop a few more white ones in there, fill in the little gaps. But this is going to produce a lot of bubbles. I expect this is going to be quite bubbly when it comes out. I think he'd look cute anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go mix up some more resin. I'll top this off and I will be back when we're ready for the demold. Bye. Okay guys, Stupid Sheep is ready to come out of the mould now. Now, I'm hoping you can see this. Everything, I watched it for quite a while, everything seemed to be going okay. And I dropped some of that Starry Sky pigment in it and it went really, really odd. Now, it's entirely possible it was already on its way to flash curing at that point because this is much deeper than my resin is supposed to be poured. But we'll see how it turns out anyway. Okay, it didn't actually do that badly. There's a lot of bubbles in here, and it's matte, but then the mould is matte. But I'm actually not unhappy about that at all. So the next thing is, oh yeah, you can see where the pigment dropped. The Starry, it was the purple I used. Got a few little issues here and there, but I think that's actually the mould rather than the whatever I did in it. Okay, so let's get him finished up. Turn the mould the right way round. Pop him over there. So, first of all, I want to paint his face in. I've got a black acrylic marker here and figure out what's what here. Okay, so his nose is here. Sorry. I'll put another light on. That's better. His nose is here. Probably have to do a couple of coats of the acrylic on this. And see what the rest of his mouth is. I'm making a mess of that, but that's okay. And can't actually see his face at all. I think his eyes are actually down here. It's a bit of a shame because I might have to cut the arms off. Not of the sheep, obviously, because he hasn't got any arms, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because it obviously won't make any sense to you, me just saying that. So I've got these cute little glasses that I was going to put on him. Although I could still kind of, yeah, I think they're going to go like that. I'll glue those in place. Let's get that done first. If I can get the lid off the glue. And get the lid back on the glue. I need better eyesight for this, especially as it's quite late in the evening now. Okay, and I've put the glue in completely the wrong place. But I still think it looks sweet. To have the glasses where I want them to be, I need to... So I'll come back to that in a second, because first, I think he needs a bow tie. That's going to go there. Probably should have put my glue gun on, really. Get in there. Oh, grief. I'm making a terrible mess here. Let's just balance that there a second while I do this before it sets in the tube. Okay, so pop this little bow tie on there. And just hold it for a second. This glue takes longer to set than I would have liked. I should have gone straight with the super glue again. Oh, and it's slightly wonky, but that's okay. While I'm holding that in place, I've got a couple of little bits here need to be trimmed away. I just use my cuticle cutters. Pretty well set. So I need to chip away at this or get a better tool out. There we go, that's done. That's his little feet. I don't want to spoil those. And make sure I'm still in shot here. I think his bow tie is stuck now. So I'll have another go at these glasses, but this time I think I'm going to use the super glue with those. And I'll just pop it onto the ends of the glasses rather than sticking them on the sheep, because they hold in place properly. My little bit of silicone here in case I drip it. Oops, big blob. There you go. Hold a second. And hopefully it'll stay put, unlike his bow tie that's just dropped off. A little. Put more on there. Find my cocktail stick. Could not remember the word for it then. Cocktail stick. Just to get this back into place. There we go. And get this also back into place. Hold that in place for a little longer. These glasses are not sticking, but they will. They will stick if it kills me. Okay, so I'm going to wait for this to set up. I think he's going to look pretty cute. I'll get this glue set and I will get you some photos. I need 2 pairs of hands for this, but I think he's pretty cute. He doesn't look that stupid, even though that's what he's called. I think he's called Dumb Sheep, actually, in the advert on Temu. Yeah, once this is cured, I'll get the glasses stuck on and I will get you some photos and see you for the next one. Bye.